fantasy standings entering week 6 and how you can use them in trade negotiations. A handful of guys shot into the top 5 after week 5, including Baker Mayfield, who's now number 3. He is one of 3 quarterbacks with 4 top 12 weeks. Justin Herbert's still a top 10 guy, but the injuries to the offensive line, as well as Omarion Hampton, do not help. Still not used to seeing Javonte Williams in this territory, but facts are facts. Fun fact, Jonathan Taylor leads the NFL in rush attempts, rush yards, and rush touchdowns. Kyren Williams surged into the top 10 after a 30 ball on Thursday Night Football last week. It's still really early, but the snap share between him and Blake Corum was further apart than any other game thus far this season. JSN and Emeka Egbuka are newcomers to the top 5 after their shootout in Seattle. JSN, second in the NFL in receiving yards on passes 20 plus yards downfield. Jamar Chase is finally back in the top 10, and right behind him is Justin Jefferson, who very quietly is coming off back-to-back games with 120 or more receiving yards. Dalton Kincaid with the classic third-year breakout. Tyler Warren is crushing it. The only expensive tight end who's panning out so far is Trey McBride, and even then, you're probably wishing you waited on tight end this year. Dallas Goedert's career high for touchdowns in a season is 5. He already has 4 on 14 receptions. If you've made it this far, thank you. A small percentage of you last this long. Pause. But here's how I use these standings in trade negotiations. I guess you could frame it as fact-based persuasion. Like, you're not trying to convince them of XYZ of, oh, well, he's coming back in this week and their line's going to get better and he's still a rookie. You're just going to say, hey, only 3 players have scored more fantasy points at this position than this guy. If you wanted to sell Deebo Samuel, for instance, you could say, objectively, only 6 receivers this entire season have scored more points than Deebo Samuel. Sometimes when people are weighing trades, they don't really know if they should take it or not. If you can give them a fact that's not tied into a whole bunch of different narratives, it's just one statement like, no, he's the wide receiver 7 right now. If you want to sell high on any of these guys, go ahead and try this and let me know in the comments if it works out. That's it for now. Deuces.